yeah, there's another side, which is the story side. And so looking at all the Batman stories from comics, films, cartoons, whatever, he has had some of the most interesting stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he is, like we talked about, one of the most interesting characters.
Well,
So I want to know what your guys' idea for the favorite story is and why. So I'm going to start with Jeffrey.
I gotta say, of course, Batman Returns and such like that, and it was Poison Ivy. I really like how she was able to use the powder and everything else like that
From the movie?
from the movie.
That was the only good thing about that movie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. No, it's just like the way she would just go out and she would lure people with her beauty and everything. And of course, later on they catch on. They're like, oh, wait a minute. And it's just, I'm sorry. I'm going to keep going back to that because I grew up on that. And I still, to this day, go back to those movies. And yeah.
What about you, Brad? What's your favorite Bat story?
My favorite Bat story? Well, I mean, I can't judge Batman and Robin too much. I mean, I'm one of those people that I like some of the comic book stories that other people don't. I actually was kind of a fan of Nightfall.
Nightfall was amazing.
And it's
good.
really good because it's one of those ones that a lot of people give me that, oh, you like John Paul Valley and
I also have to real quick. I also have to add.
that's the kind of faces that I get sometimes.
I still love you.
Let's be clear though. Like I never actually I never actually read Batman for Batman. Like when I started reading comics, I started reading when Tim Drake came around. That's when I got into comic books. But
John
generation.
Paul Valley is so mean to Tim Drake.
And-
He makes Tim Drake leave.
Oh, yeah, you're talking to the wrong people already.
I know.
This is like the Robin fan club.
No, he is too.
No, so I'm saying I'm a Robin fan. When I started reading comics, I started reading Robin. I never read for Batman,
I like
and
how
I
he drags
actually,
race. That's
I
really
actually
great.
liked, I actually liked,
All the motorcycles.
I actually liked the not Batman because of the challenge to Robin, and I liked the challenge to the other characters, and I liked Nightwing, and I liked actually the whole overall story of Batman without Bruce Wayne, and I liked having the less than perfect Batman because it really was a great opportunity for the other characters to shine in a less than awesome Batman story. Does that make sense?
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Very fair.
What about you, Alice? What's your favorite Bat story?
Another Red Hood, because it brings back Bruce Wayne's biggest regret in his life.
Interesting.
And the fact that Red Hood still doesn't understand why the Joker's alive.
Good point.
That is a really good point.
Joker will never die. What about you, Greg?
It's an impossible question. I really liked the Batman arc in New Frontier. I thought that was really amazing.
I remember that one.
That was brilliant. Darwin Cook just knocked that whole thing out of the park, man. That was an amazing book. Yeah, I mean, there's just so much good Batman out there. It's pretty hard to choose just one. So
He copped out and goes, okay, I'm going to see what you guys say first.
I want to go last because...
All right.
I had the same problem as Greg. We were actually talking the whole time we've been here of going back and forth on like what our favorites would be, and every time somebody named their favorite, I was like, that's mine too! And then I realized that I was just saying all of them.
I'll throw mine out there for you. I think the best Batman story I ever read was Hush.
Oh, I would agree. That's
I
awesome.
think
That was a good one.
tested him and proved the Riddler aspect, and just the entire thing was just a mind scramble. To me, that was what Batman is.
I like your answer.
You can like mine.
Yeah, I was like, I like your answer, but
That
I
really
also
was
think
one of the
that I
best
was agreeing
climaxes
with Harley
ever.
Oh, it did.
It really was.
It was like, I mean, I read it as a collected edition because I just read comics like as a whole. I don't read them individually anymore. And they kept saying, you got to read this book. You got to read this book. And so, like, that is my absolute. Whenever it says Batman, I always Hush.
Always a good recommendation.
Always Hush, and then The Long Halloween after that.
Mm-hmm.
So, keep it going.
So, as somebody that does Batman strictly for the villains, like the whole reason I do Batman is the villains. I love Death in the Family.
Death in the Family was pretty good.
Don't we have a... Never mind.
Yeah, don't we have some dead people
We have
on
some
the
dead
floor?
people.
Dead people
Look at the dead people.
Are you
Dead people
are you
on the
talking
floor.
the original or Death in the Family or Death of the Family?
The newer one or the
I
older one?
like both of them really.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
But
Joker,
Death
got
in
your
the
Which way do
Family.
you
Okay,
want to hurt us?
yeah,
I'm just
okay.
kidding.
Hey, Harley. Joker got your nose.
It's always too soon for that.
Too
I'm gonna hurt some more. I really like Batman in Identity Crisis and the way he handles the death of Jack Drake, Tim Drake's father, and it hurts so bad when he's that scene where Robin is in his arms and he's holding him and his costume's like torn off and his like dad is right next to them on the floor and he's holding him and he just says Batman and Robin orphans. I'm like, oh god.
The feels.
It's like she's trying not to
So
cry.
many
Yeah,
feels.
so-
I have seen her
that
cry
comic made me
explaining
cry
that
every
multiple
other
times
page.
before. Like she breaks down every time.
I
she
will
talks about
text Shannon
that.
sometimes and I'm like, okay, I'm rereading this moment and like I can't handle it right
And she
now.
texts back, why are you reading this? Do you
Yeah.
hate your
Really
life?
need to
And
get a
like,
shot
yeah,
of that down there.
I'm probably doing the same
Because
thing
we have
because
to
of course
write.
we have to
We
reread
have to
them
write.
constantly for Robin, and
You
so
know there are news stories you can read too, right?
But the Chuck Dixon
constantly
one is
reading
just
the-
life.
Yeah, we're constantly reading the Chuck Dixon and Robin for the show, and so we'll send each other like panels all the time, and we're like, oh my god, this
I
moment.
had to reread Superboy's death for you, for your
Oh.
character, and it hurt me so bad.
Robin the web series. I gotta say, reading all about Robin and Batman and all that. I really never read the comics. I really haven't. Have read any books or
Are you
comics.
sure you want to cast him now?
he's
No.
still perfect. He's
But
still
let me tell you.
perfect.
Let
You
me
know
tell
his
you.
shoe is still available.
No.
That's our backup plan. Understood.
Let me tell you something about that though. Is that you guys actually, because I auditioned for the Robin the web series, I've actually started getting into more of the comics, and now I've started reading them. And holy crap! Impulse's storyline, it got me to tears. What the hell are you guys gonna have? I can't do this. I can't work under these conditions.
Make you cry.
It's be like
We're gonna make us cry. Sometimes
Oh,
we're writing,
I
I'm like,
can't
stop
wait till
it.
it gets evil. It's gonna be
Okay, sorry,
spoiler.
I just want to
So
sit around
sorry,
and
so sorry.
So I thought year one was really cool. I was really into that. And then secondly, as far as like storyline goes, I just like year one in the presentation of it. But as far as like storyline, which is really weird for me, the only thing that I ever thought was like touching to Batman was in the Flash thing that they did, the Flashpoint, where he brings the note from his dad.
Yes.
And like when I saw that, I was like, okay, right. Like let's say like Flash is like the destined like messenger, like, and the one person who needs to receive the message of love is like Batman from his like parent. Like that's important. And I always thought that was just a really cool arc that he didn't even have to be a part of. Batman didn't even have to realize he was part of that arc. It just was at the end when he was like, oh, cool, I got something out of this. That's good. And like I thought that was huge for his character. Massive even, yeah.
So I wanted to go last because I didn't want to but mine was either Last Halloween, but you just said it. So the other one would be Tales from Arkham. The one about all the convicts and what they do in Arkham and whatnot. And it's the introduction of Great White, and it's also the one where you actually get more of what the actual city of Gotham is like what it means to
I imagine
live
it's just
in
a
that
raging
city.
cesspool of filth.
Yes.
That's how it's always looking in all the films and,
actually,
everything.
it's all
like,
dirty.
And it's kind
like a
of,
good thing
and
you
I have to
should
say
find.
this, it is interesting that recently DC has decided after the TV series to make Gotham a character. It actually is because they had they have Gotham by Midnight and then Gotham Academy.
Oh god. Yes.
And
Please tell me it's just a comic full of the
No,
city
in,
stuff.
They've done that
in,
before.
in Rebirth,
Gosh
it's
darn
Gotham
it,
Boy and
there's
Gotham
another
Girl.
dog peeing on my corner.
Or gosh darn it, another one's parents died.
Yeah!
Well,
Another
Gotham,
vigilante
Gotham
on
by
his way.
Midnight is
Everyone's an
Gordon
orphan.
makes
It's all
a
right.
Just another
division
Robin.
of GPD that deals with the paranormal. It's all about the things that go bump in the
That's,
night.
I want to read about the city's thoughts. I mean, come on. What do you think that city could possibly be thinking every day?
I feel like
Damn
the
it, I'm
Gotham has to
trying
have
to
like
live.
an automated
Penguins
counter
with
that counts down
rockets
how
on
many
their
people live there
backs.
for the population.
Yeah.
Instead of going up, it's like Gotham -1, -10. Like
If-
so many people die so quickly in Gotham.
I gotta say,
people
if
keep
no
living
one
there.
is doing a
Too.
fan newspaper of what's actually happening in Gotham,
It should
please
happen.
do it. Let
Let's
it
do
happen.
this.
I want to
I
read
was
the
like-
newspaper.
Jeffrey, why don't we
you
do
need
it?
to tell Aiden that
So
that's-
basically, you want Danny to
Huh?
to move into
Huh?
Gotham somewhere
Basically.
and give us an update.
Make
I
the
want
Twitter
Morgan
account.
Freeman to move into Gotham.
Make the
The
Twitter
narrator the whole time.
Morgan Freeman is the voice
There's
of
another
Gotham.
dead
Like,
body on the
TV
corner.
station.
I wonder if the cops are going to come out and see it this time.
We should make it a Twitter account today a bank blew up.
No, that's all
yeah,
right,
yeah,
we're
like the
doing that.
Gotham City Twitter.
It's been a good day.
It's been a good day. Two-Face wasn't here.
I asked a question. What is everyone's favorite villain from the
That's
Batman?
our next topic. We're going to
Yes!
talk about the Rogues Gallery.
Can I say that? Can I talk
You
about
can
monster
talk
porn?
about monster porn all you want.
Because I mean that's
Everything-
what we used to call True Blood in my house, and that's essentially what it was towards the end of it.
Get back to your point.